Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be a get ready with me. I'm going to be using the products that I pulled out for my May Shopped My Stash. That video went up yesterday, kind of talking over the choices that I made, and I'm going to be getting ready today on camera with these products. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start off with my face. So I chose out the MAC Strobe Cream, and I'm excited to get some uses out of this because I was so excited to try it out. I have the shade Pink Light. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend this in with my fingers. I was hoping that would pair well with the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I'm just going to go ahead and shake it a little bit here because it's a little bit more on like the fuller coverage side, like a little bit thicker too. So I don't know, it's kind of like maybe something that will give me a little bit of glow. Will be a nice primer option. Does kind of drive me crazy that there's no pump on it. I just have this little Sonia Kashuk sponge here. It's kind of like an interesting shape. I got it in like a pack of sponges from Target, and I don't even know where all of my sponges are. So that's interesting. We just moved, and I still have yet to unpack. I did just a little bit of vlogging this morning, just a little bit more, and I put away like my foundations and concealers and like brow products, and I did a little bit of like, not necessarily decorating in the office, but like putting my calendars back up and, you know, on my desk and things like that, and just trying to make my office look a little bit more like an office once again. But unpacking has definitely been a very slow process, and I mean, it's been a while since I moved. We were in our house for 6 years, and I remember like when we moved into it, we hadn't like accumulated that much stuff yet, if that makes sense. And I felt like moving was not really too bad, and we also moved 5 minutes away from where we had been living, so it really wasn't bad at all. And this time we moved, you know, an hour and a half away, so there was a lot of driving involved, and I don't know, it just seems like we've accumulated a lot between the two of us over the 6 years that we lived at the house. So I mean, it was a lot, and definitely, I mean, you know, moving my office and the makeup and just everything like that, it was a lot. It was a lot of stuff, but I am trying to get unpacked as quickly as I can just to feel more, you know, like myself again. For concealer, I'm going to use the Catrice Liquid Camouflage. I'm definitely someone who really loves my routines and such, so I've kind of felt thrown off for a very long time now with the whole just like putting the house on the market process, and then actually moving. Like I just have felt a little bit off for several months now, but hopefully it's all going to be coming together. It's been really challenging to also do it while vlogging, because there's just like, you know, it's just not like a normal thing to like when you're trying to unpack and all of that, to be worried about like camera angles and can you see okay, is the lighting good enough, do you need to pull in another light, you know, talking while you're unpacking. Like that's just like not something that I've ever done before, so it's just been kind of, you know, trying to get used to that. And I've noticed a lot, like, you know, I'm still trying to work throughout the day. I just wrote the end on my 8th novel, which is very exciting. There's still a long way to go. There's still, you know, my own self edits that I need to do. It needs to go to the editor, it needs to go to the proofreader, it needs to go to beta readers. Like, it's still going to be a while, but it has taken me a long time to write this book because of, you know, a lot of this moving stuff. But, you know, I still work during the day. You know, I still film for YouTube and edit and, you know, work on my book stuff, and then just everything else, all the admin part that comes with doing what I do. So it's like you work all day, and then, you know, Mitch obviously works all day too, and then we come home and then we're trying to unpack and just get things organized. So I'm trying to do that with him, like work on the kitchen, the bedroom, just the living area, the downstairs, like how are we decorating? What are we putting here? Moving furniture around. And then it gets to be like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like, well, I could work on, you know, unpacking my makeup collection, but then it's like, then I have to pull a camera out, then I have to pull the lights out, and then maybe Mitch is going to bed, so I don't really want to be talking because he's already sleeping. And, you know, so I feel like the process is a little bit slower, honestly, because I'm trying to vlog it, but I know that people are very interested in seeing it, so I think I've decided that the next vlog is going to be kind of unpacking and trying to organize my makeup collection, and then I'm going to do another vlog of trying to set up the filming room, kind of putting away, you know, PR packages and giveaway boxes and all of that, and just kind of actually setting everything up. To set my face, I'm going to use a little bit of the Laura Mercier translucent powder. So yeah, what else has been going on with me? We've had such a crazy time. I'm filming this on Thursday. It's been pretty much like non-stop since we moved into the house. Like the actual like move here took a full weekend. So that was a lot of trips back and forth, which, you know, it's pretty tiring when you're moving in an hour and a half. We did 4 trips in 2 days or something like that. So that was definitely a lot of driving. That was definitely a long process. And then last weekend we had quite a bit going on. We had a family wedding for my side of the family, which where we moved, we're now even farther away from kind of like my extended family, my immediate family, my mom and my sister. They live in Alabama because we are an Army family, but my extended family lives in Northeast Iowa. And where we used to be about 3 hours away from them, and now we're 4. So it was, you know, a long drive up there to see everybody. And it was so crazy because the day before the wedding, I was watching the news and it was like, oh, winter storm warning. And I'm like, what? And I click on it, and of course it's from Northeast Iowa. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So we actually drove through snow. I was like, oh my gosh. And I'm not even fully, like, my clothes are not even fully unpacked yet. That's like how much I've had going on. But I had pulled aside an outfit and shoes for the wedding. I had it set aside separately before we even left the old house. So I was like, I just want to have these out so I don't have to be, you know, panicking when it comes time for the wedding. And of course I have like open-toed shoes on. I did a clothing haul with Express a couple weeks ago, and I wore the pink jumpsuit that I hauled in that video, and also the like nude heels that I had hauled. And of course I have these open-toed shoes on and there's snow on the ground. I'm like, huh? I didn't even know where, like, my shoes aren't even unpacked yet either. So I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. This kind of stinks, but oh, that was just rude. Going into the Too Faced Natural Palette, I'm going to grab out this bronzer here with my Sigma F30. It's called Sunny Honey. I'm going to bronze up here. But it's really nice to be able to see my family. So that was a lot of fun. Like, got to hang out with my little brother and stuff like that. And then we had to drive the 4 hours back, and then we celebrated Easter. We are a week late celebrating Easter with Mitch's family. It's been like non-stop this week. Monday we went into our old town, like back into the Des Moines area. We went to an iCups game with some friends and stayed at their house because on Tuesday we woke up and drove to Kansas City, and we hung out in Kansas City for the day and then went to a concert that night. We saw Killswitch Engage and Parkway Drive, which was super fun. And it was at Uptown, I think is what it was called, and it was like the cutest venue ever. Like, it just, oh my gosh, it was so fun. I'm so glad that we were able to do that. So we stayed the night in Kansas City on Tuesday. That's about a 3-hour drive for us from the Des Moines area. Came back on Wednesday, so we drove 3 hours from Kansas City to Des Moines, and then Mitch and I had to drive another hour and a half to come back home. Like, we got home, we were just like, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. But we still have all this unpacking to do, so both of us tried. We didn't get back until 6 o'clock, I want to say, like 6:30. We got back to our house, and then we tried so hard to be unpacking, and I was like, we're just going to go to bed like right away. Like, it'll be an early night. We were both up until 10:30 trying to unpack boxes. Like, oh my gosh. And then it doesn't, like, it just does not stop. So I'm filming this on Thursday. I have to film this and then another video and then get on the road, go back to Des Moines. We've been doing a bunch of fundraising. So my best friend Shannon is pretty heavily involved in a fundraiser for leukemia and lymphoma through her work. Like, it's this whole big deal, and they've been having a bunch of different, like, kind of like events to help with the charity. So I've been trying to do as many as I can, and tonight is like a wine night. It's like a wine swap. So it costs like money to get in, and then you like do this like wine swap thing, and I think there's like appetizers and such, and then everything goes for the, you know, like the fundraising efforts. So I'm going in there tonight for that. I'm going to spend the night, obviously, because there's wine, and, you know, I'm not going to drive an hour and a half or anything. And tomorrow I'm actually just going to work from her house. And then we have a few friends coming out near where we live now for a wedding, and instead of them driving back to the Des Moines area, they're just going to stay with us because it's closer. So I'm just driving out with my friends. So I'm working all day from Shannon's, and I'll run a few errands, like go to my P.O. box, and you know, I'm hoping to go to like my nail lady that I like so much to get my nails done. And then we're driving back out here, and then they're spending the night with us, which, so that'll be fun. But I'm like, oh my gosh, I totally thought, because we've known for the last few weeks that we're hosting friends on Friday, and I'm like, oh, our house will be in great shape, like it'll be totally fine. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, please don't judge us, there's still boxes everywhere, like we are totally not even close to being unpacked yet. And of course they're like, no, we're not judging you, silly. Into Pink Sand from the palette. I'm gonna use the Morphe E4 for blush. So, but yeah, of course they're like, no, we're not judging, like we know that you've only been in here for, you know, two weeks, maybe a week, 2 weeks, that we've been moved in. So yeah, they're like, no, it's, you know, it's totally fine, and all of that. But then on Saturday morning, I'm waking up early and driving back with my friends back to the Des Moines area because we're doing like a yoga in the park, and again, it's for the fundraiser. So I really don't want to be missing these, because it's not like we're just doing it just to do it. Like there is a cause behind it, which I think is awesome, and I'm trying to be involved in. So we're going back for this yoga event, and then I'm going to drive back here. So it's like, it's so crazy. This week has just been absolutely wild, and it's definitely been a lot, but you know, it's like fun things, or you know, fundraising things. So I just really want to keep doing them. And like these concert tickets that we had for Kansas City, I think we purchased them like 2 or 3 months ago. Like whenever they first came on sale, we've had them, and we didn't quite realize at the time, I don't think we had all the house plans situated yet, so we had no idea that it was going to be so close to when we were moving and all of that. So you know, it's been fun stuff that we've been keeping busy with, but I've been, for this week, I'll be gone more than I am home. So it's just kind of a lot, and you know, a lot of driving, a lot of time on the road, and all of that. But it's been fun. I had someone mention in the comments in one of my, I think it was maybe in my Will I Buy It video, and they're like, you seem tired in this video. And I'm like, I'm probably low energy in this video too, but I'm tired. It's been a lot of work trying to keep up with everything, let me tell you. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera just because it kind of takes me a little bit. I have the MAC Shape and Shade Brow Tint, and I'm using the shade Taupe, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill these in. Alrighty, so I have my brows on. I'm just gonna go ahead and spray my face with the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Primer. I'm gonna try to like shake it really well, because sometimes it just comes out so thick, and I'm gonna spray it a few times before I spray my face. Sometimes I notice with this one that it leaves like little droplets on my skin, so I don't know. Hopefully we did okay there. But I meant to spray this before I even did my primer, but not gonna lie, I forgot. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the eyes. So I'm gonna use this Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. This one is in Ring the Alarm. So it's from the Vault collection. So let's see, I didn't even really think about what I wanted to do. I think I kind of want to do probably just like a simple bronzy look. I don't want to do anything too over the top, because like tonight's event with the wine is with like my friends, like co-workers and stuff. So like I'm planning to wear like a blazer and stuff, and just kind of look a little bit business professional maybe. So I don't want to do anything like too out of the box with my makeup. So I'm first going to come in with the shade Rush and the Bdellium Tools 785, and I'm going to work that into my crease here. Yeah, it's definitely been a pretty interesting past 2 weeks, just very busy. I was talking with Mitch's grandmother when we did the Easter last Sunday, and she said something like, oh, are you all moved in and whatnot? And I was like, I mean, we're all moved in, but we are not even like close to being unpacked yet. And we really haven't even had a moment to like enjoy the house. And Mitch is like, yeah, I haven't even sat on the couch yet. Like we have not had a moment where we've even just sat down and like watched TV or anything. Like I really enjoy baseball, but every time I've had the Cubs on, it's because like I've just been watching them as I've been unpacking boxes, or you know, putting the pantry together or things like that. So you know, it's gonna come, it's gonna happen. There's gonna be a day where we are unpacked, and it's going to be fabulous, but it has not happened yet for us. I'm really hoping that I can stay on a good schedule with YouTube. I'm a little concerned about next week, and I'm not gonna lie, there might have to be a day off in there, kind of like unplanned. But I'm filming this on Thursday, and I'm filming for Friday, and then I'm gonna get done and I'm gonna film for Sunday's video. But then I have to go, I have to head out of town, and I'm gonna be gone all day tomorrow, so I can't film tomorrow. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know about Monday and Tuesday's video, if I'll actually be able to get them done in time, and even just like when am I going to be filming these, because we have friends staying here on Friday and then I'm gone Saturday and I don't know. So I really like to keep on schedule. Like whenever I have things going on, whether it be I'm sick or just like really busy or with this move, you know, I always have such sweet comments of like, don't worry, like, you know, just take a day off. But honestly, I'm such that person of habit that it stresses me out more to think about not having the video going up on my scheduled days. Like me getting myself out of my schedule gives me more anxiety than me feeling, you know, rushed or under pressure. It's almost, sometimes it's almost like I thrive on that, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm one of those. I'd rather prefer that than getting off of my schedule, because then I just feel all sorts of like, ugh, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's not a feeling I enjoy. I think I'm gonna mix these two shades together, Alert and Mugshot, so kind of more of an orangey and more of a brown, because I wasn't sure if I want it all orange or a little bit of brown, but I feel like I kind of want both. So I'm just gonna kind of like dip my brush back and forth between the two. This is the Sigma E44, and I'm going to pat that shade on the outer corner just to deepen it up a bit here. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get something worked out. I think Sunday's video, it should be another regret video, and I think it's going to be fairly quick to film, so like maybe, just maybe, I could film another one after that, and then just be able to take, when I'm at Shannon's tomorrow, just be able to edit a bunch of videos and such. It's definitely been a lot over the last few weeks, but you know, I mean, it's just, it's life. It is what it is. I had plenty of time to prepare for this. Like I knew it was coming and all of that, but once it's actually here and you're in the moment, you know, it can be like different than maybe you were expecting. But it's been really sweet living closer to family. Yesterday was May 1st, and we had two of our little nieces come drop off like a May Day basket for us. I've never had that happen before. That was my first ever May Day basket, so that was pretty fun. And you know, it came from two of our little nieces, so that was really sweet. So you know, that kind of stuff has been really nice, being closer to family now. So yeah, it's been good. Just a bit of a transition, and hopefully I'm not too, I don't know, tired in my videos. A lot of times I use the word low energy, but hopefully I'm not like too low energy. But I still just, I love filming. Like I love filming for YouTube videos. So if I take that away, I just feel like I would be sad too. You know, even if I wanted to give myself a few days off and try to like pull everything together, but I just really enjoy it, and it's one part of my day that I just so look forward to. I love planning for them. I love actually filming them. Editing, like I'm not the best YouTube editor in the world or anything like that, but I enjoy editing and seeing a video come together. So I also just get a lot of joy out of doing this, so I don't want to take that part away either. So I'm just doing my best to, you know, try to balance everything out. I'm going to come in with the shade Boom, and I'm going to use the Sigma E36. I'm going to go ahead and spray it too to get it damp, and I'm going to put that onto my lid here. I feel like I just keep going for these like bronzy orangey looks, but I just think that they're so beautiful, so I'm just going to keep rolling with them because I'm loving them right now. But like I said, good news. I feel like I talked a lot about moving, but that's, I mean, it's what's dominating my life at this moment, you know what I'm saying? But I'm so excited that I have finished the first draft of my 8th novel. Oh my gosh, the month of May is an exciting one, because this time last year is when the 6th Christie came out, which was my 6th novel and the first book in the 6 series, which is the series that follows 6 of the Girlfriends. So Christie is released, and also Scarlet is released. I'm working on Lauren right now. She's the next book that is coming out, and I'm so excited to share her story. And I'm excited to start to put it all together, because this took me a pretty long time to write this book. And I know, like looking back on my notes from the book, there's a few storylines that I started and they kind of like fizzled out, because, you know, I just like, you know, a month later I get back into writing and I kind of have forgotten that I went to write that scene. So, you know, there's a lot, before I even send it to anybody else, I go back and read it. I go back and notice what holes I left in there, what doesn't make sense, what kind of came out of nowhere and never continued, you know, things like that. So there's definitely still a lot that I have to do, but I'm really excited to share her story and just get another book out there. It's going to be such a good feeling. So I'm excited to read it. A lot of times what I do like in the writing process is I will write a chapter, and then I will read back that chapter, fix any, if any like spelling errors or something jump out at me. As I'm reading back the chapter, I take notes in a notepad to say what day it is, what's coming up. Just make little notes of what the characters are doing, and that way when I'm writing, say I'm writing chapter 13 and I'm like, oh, okay, what happened? When did they say that they were going to do this? I can look back through my notes and see, oh, that happened in chapter 3. I can pull up chapter 3 and go through it. So that's kind of like how it gives me an outline of when I need to kind of like cross-reference something. So that's how I do it. So I'll go back and read the chapter, take my notes, and then I'll write another chapter, and so on and so forth. So I'm looking forward to reading the beginning of the story, because it's I started writing this 6 months ago, I think it was. Yeah, probably 6 months ago. I started writing this, so I haven't read the beginning of the story in quite some time, so I'm just excited to read it again, and it's just a really cool feeling reading the words that you wrote. And there's sometimes when I write that it's almost kind of like I black out. Like I just, sometimes I'll finish writing a scene and then I'll go back and I'll read the chapter and I'm like making myself laugh or something. I'm like, oh, I don't even remember writing that. Like, because you just get in this really weird zone and these words are just coming out of you and the story is just coming out, and I'll forget that I wrote something. So especially with chapters that I've written for so long ago, like I'm just really excited to see, I'm just really excited to read it. So I don't know, it's kind of a weird thing, but it's kind of a little bit about my writing process and how it works and everything. I really like that. Fast and easy. Fast and easy. See, just 3 shades, and that's pretty darn simple. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this Bdellium Tools brush again and just kind of make sure everything looks nice and blend it here on the eyes. Using my eyeliner, I have the black ink eyeliner from Covergirl. I'm just going to go ahead and add this to the waterline. Then for my lash line, I'm first going to mix Alert and Mugshot together onto a pencil brush and sweep that onto the lower lash line. Then I'm going to take some of Rush right here and just use that to kind of blend those shades together and then just kind of really smoke out this lash line. The inner corner, I think I'm actually going to take just a little bit of Lolly because it is kind of pretty pink, but I'm just going to do a little bit on the inner corner here with another pencil brush just to make it a little bright here. I'm also going to do just a little bit on the brow bone, just a little. For mascara, I chose out the Lancome Monsieur Big, so I'm going to go ahead and add this to my top and bottom lashes. So I'm liking the way that that mascara looks. I pulled in that mascara because so many people love it, but when I was first trying it out, I didn't really see what the hype was about, but I think my lashes look pretty good. I wonder if it's going to be that thing like the Essence mascaras where like I don't like them right away, but once I let them almost like dry out, then I start to like them. I don't know. We'll have to see, but I feel like everyone loves the Lancome Monsieur Big except for me. So I want to try it again. To finish off the face, I have my highlight. I'm going to use the Ofra Pillowtalk instead of ones in the Too Faced palette, because I haven't worn Pillowtalk in such a long time and I really want to wear her. So I'm just going to go ahead and add, I love Pillowtalk. I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit to the cheekbones here. Okay, and then for my lip color, I think I want to do the Huda Day Slayer. So I'm going to line my lips first with the Kylie Cosmetics Candy K lip pencil. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the Huda Day Slayer. I just love this shade. That is going to go ahead and wrap it up for today's video. This is my full face using my May Shopped My Stash products. I hope you enjoyed it and seeing how I put together this look here to go attend a little wine event tonight, which I'm pretty excited for. Thank you guys so much for sticking by me in this crazy process. I appreciate it so much. And honestly, just your enthusiasm for my YouTube videos makes it pretty darn easy for me to want to continue filming and editing and uploading during this time as well. So I thank you so much, and if you guys did enjoy this video, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you also consider subscribing before you go, and I will catch you guys in Sunday's video.